if we remember one thing about mountains is that they are the place in which either the gods reside or you go to commune with the gods and like speaking with them. Because either it's viewed as the place that's touching the heavens so you can go speak to them because they're up there, or because it's the place they actually dwell. You can see things like with Baal or with the Greek gods. See, it's a little bit with the Egyptians, not a ton, but a lot with the Ugaritic and Babylonian gods. And this is not foreign to the biblical idea either, where you have Adam and Eve who are in Eden, of which Ezekiel depicts it as a mountain, and it was viewed as that's God's dwelling place. That's where He is at. That's where He was at with His people. We saw with Noah and Abraham how they were making sacrifices that were them vicariously going up to God, either on behalf of just themselves or for all the people that they were representing. You have Moses, who went to see the burning bush and got to receive these messages and visions and miracles from God, and then bring Israel back to Sinai, where he goes up. And it's a idea that he can go to this certain level of the center of the mountain to be in God's presence, but then the others had to be outside, and the other others had to be like at the base of the mountain. And so we see this kind of idea of like either you go up there to meet with God or God is living there in some capacity. And that is a key focus for what a mountain is because, well, actually, another quick aside is what's interesting is that after Sinai, one of the mountains they end up having to be a worship focus is Moriah, which is like 200 feet shorter than every other mountain in the region. And that's the interesting thing because it's not always the highest, literal highest place that is of theological importance, but it is the theological description of the highest place. So it doesn't have to be like a geographical highest place to be the theological highest place. And the tabernacle is portable, which means it's not bound to a mountain, is not bound to any terrain. It can be put on a mountain, it can be put on the lower ground. This is going to be God's mobile home, if you will. And I don't know why that's not the greatest
You just put
phrase
God
for
in
it.
a trailer park.
It is his tabernacle and it is mobile. So I don't mean that in a we're making fun of it way, but like it is literally a mobile tabernacle. It is a mobile home for him to reside in. Where if it's put on a mountain, it'll be on the mountain. And we can already see that it can be on the highest mountain. It also can be on the flattest plains because it is not the fact that it is the highest as importance for them. Like with Moriah. Moriah is like 200 feet shorter than like all the other mountains. But yet it's treated as God's mountain. And if it's God's mountain, it's the highest mountain, it's the holiest mountain. And so there for Yahweh, it's interesting how theologically there's times where he will take the highest point and say, no, this is mine because everyone will see this. And there's times where he'll take lower points because they know that, like with Moses, that is not the actual place that is holy, but it's his presence that makes the place holy. And that's why
Right.
Moriah can be like treated as the highest place.